Hello everyone. So last session you all had seen we had a simple sample program. We executed it and accordingly we went further, right? So today session I will show you how to execute that same program in command prompt. Along with that, I will let you know what is package, what is class, what is object, what is the why main method is having public static void main and more. So let's start today. Let me share my screen and we will go from there. Okay. So my screen is visible to you all now. So say this is the program which we did last time, right? So in Eclipse, what you can do, you can go to my project and right click here, you know, right click here in the Eclipse, my project, go to the properties. In properties, you will find the path of that project. Copy this path and go to that location. So I am already in that location. If you are confused where it is, so you can copy the part from there and go to that location. I'm already in that location. So in that location on the browser URL, if it is Windows machine, in browser URL, you just write what CMD and click enter. So a command prompt will open. That is this is the easiest way to go to the path in the command prompt itself. So it will open the command prompt with the path where you are. So yeah, we are also already inside the SRC folder. If you see this command prompt, right? So now here what I will do. Before going to that, I will show you the program also. See source, com, example, my package, and here we have addition .java, and here we have my class .java also, right? So if you see addition.java, my class.java, these are the two classes which we created here in Eclipse, addition.java, my class.java. So these two classes, this first and second class, we need to compile and we need to run. So what I will do, I will open this path in another folder so that I can show you what is happening parallelly, right? Let me open it in another folder. So this is another folder. Here I will go till SRC. We will stay here in SRC, and here it is in here. So I go to the command prompt. My path you see same Java session my project SRC, right? Here what I can do, you can do right like this. You can just write Java C. This is for compilation and start.java. If you do this, all the Java file inside the com package will be compiled. Okay, so there is an issue which is saying invalid file name. I think we have to give the, not I think, it is really, we have to give the full file name, our Java class file name. So Java class file name, how you will give? See, here, Java C, this is what I copied, but this is all not required. You just need, you just need, let me go to the Eclipse and copy it again. This package.
Play from Satya.
No? So I copied this package. Let's go to the component again. Write Java C and paste it here. Then the class name, right? That is my first class. Dot Java. This is how your fully qualified name of the class, right? Till this is what called fully qualified name of the class. Com dot example dot my package dot my first class. Right? Dot Java here. So then here you have to give the path. This is how you have to do it here. Sorry, old task class I've given, you have to give like this. Here. Yeah, right. So Java C this you have to give, and then you enter it. Before that, I'm going to my package folder. See, in my package, you have addition.java, my first class.java 2 files. Now let's click enter. So the Java file is compiled without any error, right? So you go here, you see addition.class and my first class dot my class, right? You two files got generated. If you see the timestamp with my laptop timestamp, you will see it. This is same timestamp. Now it got generated. You know, here earlier I have given my first class.java file name. This is the executor class, as I explained in the last time, right? This is the executor class, and this is the main class where we have the main method, and it has a dependency of addition class. See, here we're creating an object of addition class, right? In this line number 7, right? In Eclipse, see, we're creating an addition class. So I will open that class in Notepad++, and that also I will show you. Let's go to my first class and open it in Notepad++. My system is a bit slow because it's a pretty old system, so bear it for some time, and that's how it is. My system is a bit slow. So let me open this, my first class.java. So it is opened in Notepad++. See, there are so many Notepad editors are there. My one of my favorite is Notepad++. You can use that. Many Java people they will be having this Notepad++. So see, this is my first class, and you see line number 7 addition. In Eclipse also same line number 7 addition. So I opened the same file only to make it sure, right? We're in the same file, and this file is in a readable mode because it is opened in Eclipse. And if I need to edit this file, I need to change it into read write mode. You can do it anyway, right? Now see how to run this program. You can do Java, and you know just see, it's been after a long time I'm using this command prompt to execute. So I hope whatever I'm typing now, it is going to make this program run. Error. See, my class cannot be found, right? Again, it has given error, right? So that is a wrong path. Let's see this. Hello everyone, this is my first program 1 plus 2 equal to 3. That is what output last time we got, and the same thing we're getting here, right? So you they see, it's why to make it to clear the clarity, or to give you the clarity what I did. I did here java com.example.my package.my first class dot java, right? And here, see, it has given a error. So whenever you are writing from the source folder, from the root folder of the package, that time you have to write, or you have to give the path of the your executor class or main class. If you give the path of the main class and type Java C, it will compile this main class. Along with it, it will compile the dependency class. If you remove that, it will not, right? So always give the executor class name. And while running also, you have to that is while running by default, you have to give the executor class name or main method class name, because otherwise it won't run. I will show you once more. It's see, I'll comment this line addition class name, and I'll go in that my package folder. I will delete both the dot class file. Right, I'm deleting it. Now let's go to Notepad. See, refresh this Notepad. See, addition class is committed. I'll compile it. Let's see what it does. You see, even if I compile, it is giving one error. I just commented the creation, but I have not commented the use of that addition object. So I'll comment both, right? I commented both the line. Let's go and check it in Notepad++. If it is commented, yes, see, in 7 and 8 line number is commented. So that means this line are no more executable line. Now let me compile it again. See, the compilation is successful without any error, right? Now let's go to my package folder. I refresh it. This folder, you see only one dot class file is generated. Why? Because I commented the dependencies. The dependencies are no more there. So only one class got generated, or one class dot class file is generated. That is my first class wherever the main method is there. Now if I run it, what will happen? See, only the what happened? Oh, sorry, I put, put the wrong one. No, the wrong package. Yes. So let me change this Java C to Java. Up arrow, down arrow, hotkeys are not working. See, addition part didn't came because addition part is gone. I have commented that, right? So this is how you can run it in command prompt and execute your Java program. It doesn't matter it is one file or multiple files. You just need to compile your main class file, and when you compile your main class file, you will able to get the compilation of all the dependent files that are having dependent to main class or to its dependencies, right? While running, no doubt you have to give by default the main class name. So this is how command prompt work. Now I will stop it here, the command prompt. We will go back to the Eclipse and we will read our next thing. I will uncomment this also. Okay. Now I will tell what is a class, what is an object, and what is a package. This is what I will now tell. These are the theories. Yeah, these are the theories. I don't have any PPT. I have not prepared as such any PPT. I'm just explaining because I'm not a trainer. I I was working with global software MNCs, and due to some reason I've taken a break and now applying my job. Wherever I get, I'll go and join the job. So I've not prepared any PPT for you people. If you need any suggestion what to read, you can go and read in our during our time. There is a book called Kethi Sera, a author named Kethi Sera and Butts. They used to publish a book on from Headfast and from certified. That time it was uncertified Java professional. After that it was Oracle certified Java associate and Java professional. They used to publish book for Oracle also and for Sun also, and they also publish book for Headfast. I don't know if these are currently available, but you can get Kethisara books still PDF available online, and maybe in book can be available, book also available, but they will be the older version, Java 7 or Java 8, what we read that time. And now you have Java 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Try to purchase the latest one and read it. But for Sam, for your for now for this learning this programming language, you can download the Kathy Sarab Bedbers Oracle Certified Associate book. Maybe Java 7, Java 8. What I have seen this last edition, what they printed is Java 8, I think so. So you can download and you can read that, and that will give you a bit clarity about how to you know uh, about the core concept of Java as a programming language. So let's start. What is a class? Class concept is not only with Java. Class concept is supported by all object-oriented programming language, and class objects are only associated to object-oriented programming language. When we talk about object-oriented programming language, what is this? In object-oriented programming language, we talk all matters or all things in terms of object, you know, or entity. For an example, let's say person. Person is an object, we can say, right? So what is then class? Class is the blueprint of an object, or object is the blueprint of a class. So this is kind of confusion statement. Many people they get confused also with this. Class is the actual copy, and when you create an object instance, that is the blueprint of a class, right? So object is a blueprint of a class. So taking an example of entity like person, you know, when you talk about DBMS, entity will come into picture, right? So that entity is nothing but an object, you can say, or a class. we will use we will use this class and object regularly, these words in this session. So no need of worry about that. Sometime I might tell class to a object or object to a class. You know. So don't get confused. Why class is just a copy or is just a class is just a definition of an entity which is having behavior and attributes of that entity. So when you say entity, entity can be a person, right? So person is having behavior and also having attributes. So you think about a car as an entity, Car is also having an attribute and behavior. When you say attribute, I will tell about a person first, then I'll go to the car. When you talk about attribute of a person body color is, let's say he's a fair color person. So he's a fair color person. He's having greenish eyes. So he's having eyes are green color or a grayish color or black color or brown color, right? The retina. So this is but basically what? This is your attribute or properties of that particular individual. Function. What that individual is doing, right? Let's say that person, he is uh, he is he's a family person. So morning he take care of kids. So that is a function. He's taking his kids to his school, right? So you come to a car. When you talk about a car, so the color of the car is property or white, property white or black or red, whatever it is, right? Yellow, green, whatever color it is, purple, whatever color it is, right? Brown, gray, whatever color it is. This color and properties of that car. So there are so many functions of this car. This car can have a function which is other car will not have, right? So for example, uh, the same car with different version have different speed. They can go that speed. That is the function, because the speed is not constant. A car will not only go with 40 kilometer per hour or 40 miles per hour, 50 kilometer 60 kilometer per hour, or 50 60 miles per hour, right? The car will go more than that, right? So that is a function. It depends on the driver who is driving that car, how fast he can drive that car. So that is the function. That is the behavior of that car, right? So this is what, in terms of material aspect, I explained to you what is a class. Now, object. When you talk about object in place of object-oriented program language in Java, when you create an instance, right? When you create an instance, that time we create an object of that particular class. So here, if you see in this my first class, whatever it is, we have created. You see my first class, inside that we have created addition. Addition is also a class, right? My first class depend on addition. And this addition class, when I'm using new attribute, that time I'm creating an object and assigning to a class variable or object variable, that is addition, right? A class variable addition. So what is this? This is we created an object of that car, or object of not sorry, not your car. It is addition, object of the class addition. We will take later sometime. Maybe I will take the example of a car or person. I will tell you. But for this today's session, we have a class addition, and this addition is the object of class addition, right? I've taken the full name in small letter addition. You can take this variable as add, and you can say add is the object of addition class or object variable of addition class. So what exactly happened when you write addition equal to new addition? New is basically what? A keyword or a operator. We call new as the operator, right? And using this new, when you write new addition, it will create an object inside the memory, computer memory. It will allocate some memory to that object, you know, on heap. We will talk about Java memory later in some time, some of the session of this class. But here, just you for programming understanding for programming knowledge, just understand this new operator will create a object, create an object of addition class in a memory location. It will basically, it will allocate a memory in computer memory or in RAM, wherever it is. So this addition is an object. When you add, it is a uh, object holding the memory location of addition and having the reference to the properties or behavior that class is having. So here in addition, we don't have property, we have a behavior called add, right? That is a method. Behavior is basically a method or a function that is called add. So it is having a behavior and that behavior is lying somewhere in the memory. So when we do addition dot add, when you call that web behavior, that it execute that method, and if there is a return type, it will return up that parameter to the calling method, right? So calling method is main class. Main class is calling addition dot add. So it will return the parameter or return variable to this calling method main method. So what I'm doing with that return variable, I'm just printing it, and after printing it is lost. It is nowhere there, and because I'm not assigning this return variable to any another variable, though it will store it, right? So this is how the Java class and object. When I will talk about object-oriented programming concept, you will know more about class and object. When polymorphism will come into picture, inheritance will come into picture, abstraction will come into picture. You'll come to know a little more about object-oriented programming language. We will go through them one after the other while discussing about programming and keywords, right? Not now, not all the details now. It will be too much for you about what is object oriented, programming. So now coming back to, okay, just I will give a definition of inheritance and polymorphism. I will not be able to show you here because that again will take one or two classes to show the sample programs about polymorphism and inheritance. I'll just give an example. Inheritance in general English. What is inheritance? A son is inheriting some properties of his parent. That is called inheritance. So there will be one class which will inherit the properties of another class. So here, in Java, there is a concept, uh, the parent class. The top class in Java is what? There is a top class in Java, right? So I will show you, since we are talking about this, I will show you class hierarchy in Java. Just see it. I will discuss about this when I teach you inheritance. Okay, so don't worry about that. My system is a little bit slow, guys. So bear with me. Class. I will take one image, from the Google search, and I will show you that image. Since I don't have any PPT, right? I don't have any PPT. Yes. Let's see this. The appropriate PPT I will know. No, yeah. Yes, this we can take. See, the parent class in Java, the super top class is object class. All the classes, either it is inbuilt or it is defined by us internally, they will inherit the object class. Here, my first class, here, my first class is inheriting object class by default without mentioning it. So even if I have not mentioned it to inherit object class, it is inheriting. So all the classes in Java, they all will inherit object class. So that is what you have to keep in mind. The top class or the topmost class or the parent class in Java is object class, right? So that is called inheritance. I'll tell you more about inheritance when I will explain about inheritance and write some program and give some example. There are so many things to discuss about inheritance. I will tell you that. So coming back to polymorphism, not back to this program, polymorphism. That is also another properties of object-oriented programming, right? So what is polymorphism? In general English, poly means many, morphism means form. So you will have many form of a behavior that will be called as polymorphism. Polymorphism can be of static type and dynamic type. Static type is basically the polymorphism which is visible before running the program, or which is clearly available during compile time. So when you execute a program, what the type of polymorphism happens that time, it's called dynamic polymorphism. We'll see example of both static and dynamic or runtime polymorphism. We'll see all these examples, but for that you have to wait. You have to wait for some time. So let's go ahead now. I told you about new operator, now public and package. So see, public is the access specifier. We will discuss about access specifier after discussing about the package. So what is the package? I will tell you one thing. See, in this world of programs or world of programming file, you can have many programming files, right? And sometimes you want to keep the file with the same name. How you will keep it? It is very difficult to keep the file in same name without any segregation, right? In the single folder, I cannot have my first class .java two times. I can only have one time, right? So if I create another folder, let's say in A folder I have my first class one .java one class, and in B folder I have my first class .java another file. You know, so what will happen? It will differentiate with their folder name. The same class with different functionality can be in different place with can be in different folder, differentiating them based on their use. For example, let's say we think about banking system, right? In banking system, this may not be the proper example, but it will suffice the need of a package. See, for example, if you talk about banking system, in banking system you have accounts, saving account, current account. And in saving account, you have multiple type of saving account, right? In current account also, you will have multiple type of current account. Let's talk about a class which is called as account. I want to have a class which is called as account that will be used by both saving accounts and both current accounts. But this class will have different behaviors, right? So one class name account inside saving and one class name accounts inside current folder. So it is serving my intention, right? So in real world we have similar kind of many situations. While writing program, we need to have the class name same or something, you know similar kind of thing. So because of which we put them in different folder, and that's how the package concept came into picture. So you can have, when you modularize, when you put them into a package or different folders, you segregate that class in that particular folder, right? So accordingly, different classes got segregated. See, in this Java program, if you start working in Java and using some different API, you will find same class name from different vendor and in your place also. That would be very difficult for you to use them. I will tell you, in Apache IO there is collection one class, whereas in Java also collection one class. So how you will use them? So you can differentiate with their package name. You see, I will show you here in this class addition. This addition class, we can, since it is in the same package, it don't need any import. But this addition class, I can have com dot example dot my package dot addition. I can have this. I can I can have this fully qualified name. So when I have multiple classes with same name, I will use them with their fully qualified name. That will differentiate. It will not create any dilemma or confusion. It will not create any conflict, right? Conflict for human being and conflict for compiler also. This is how the benefit of package. That's why we modularize, we segregate, or we create a package and have a class inside the package. The reason behind that, as I said, different vendor. There are multiple vendors working on Java, right? They have their own APIs with the different functionalities. You don't know who is creating what kind of package. Sometimes the package of different vendor matches with the package of mine, but the class name will be same, different. How they make it different. Org.apache. That will be org.apache. If I have my package com.example, let's say Java has an ArrayList class and I want to create an ArrayList class. I will create ArrayList class of my own. What I will do? com.example.mypackage.arraylist. What is the ArrayList class of Java? com.util. That's how it will come. So it differentiate, or it tell us how we can keep things segregated even if it is same class name. So that's how the use of package. Coming back to your public static void main. Before going to public static void main, I will explain as a specifier what is this public. So to explain that, I will use here in my Eclipse. I'll use Eclipse as a notepad here for some time, in a comment section. So as a specifier, right? As a specifier, we have like public, private, public, protected, private. You know, there is one more. That is default. So wherever it is not mentioned, any access specifier, that is default. That day I was showing you an example on online compiler, right? I removed that access specifier public from addition class. I made it a default, right? What I did, I made it as a default package. Yes or no? So I made it as a default package. I removed that uh, access specifier there. So for at class level, you can have only two type access specifier, that is public or default. And it is the rule of the Java, wherever you have the main class and or sorry, wherever you have the main class or wherever you have the whatever your public class name in that file, you should name that file the same as public class. If you have created a file and you have written a class, let's say it is my first class higher, let's say another class will add my second class, then that file name should be my second class. That's how it is. That is the rule. Public class name should be given to the file name. That is one of the rule. And if you don't give, let's say you have only one class in that the file, it doesn't matter. But you have multiple class in that file, and you have given a, you have created a public class whose name is, let's say, my third class, and you have given the uh, class name as my file name as my second class, and we are compiling, it will complaining. It will say your public class name, your file name should be same as your public class name. We have seen this error in last session while compiling it in the online compiler. If you are confused, you can again go and check that video. You can go and check that particular time where this issue happened, right? I've explained about this also. So at class level, we can have public and default. Default, if it is not mentioned anything, then that class as a specifier will be default. If you mention it public, the class as a specifier will be public, right? Now coming back to method level or property level, behavior or properties. So a class will have behavior and properties. Behavior is nothing but method or functions. Properties are nothing but attributes, right? So for attribute and or for properties and methods, you can have four level of access specifier in Java. That is public, protected, private, and default. So public is the access specifier which is visible to everyone. All right. So if you go to my social uh, media site, LinkedIn, so my profile is public. So the companies can visit my profile, recruiters can visit my profile, other people, friends, colleagues, whoever they were searching me to look about my qualification, my education, my job experience, they all can see my profile. My profile is public, right? So that is called public. Everyone can see, right? Everyone can see. It is not restricted. So when you coming to protected, protected is another access specifier. It is restricted to a certain level. What is the certain level? It is visible to the, that access specifier visible inside the class and outside the class in the same package, as well as it is visible to the class who is inheriting that class. Public is visible to outside the package to different classes also, but not in case of protected and default. Default is only visible inside the same package. Protected is also, right. And protected can variables are visible by inheritance. In different package, if you are inheriting the same class, this variable, these properties or behaviors will be visible to that class through inheritance, right. Private. So what is private? The private, it is only for that class. If you declare any variable or any behavior or any method or any property as private, it is only visible inside that class. It is not visible outside that class or to outside the package or any whatever it is, right? We will show you the program by, some examples by making probably protected private default. How it is visible, how it is not visible. We will we will see this example in very soon. We'll see this example, right? Now coming back to this access specifier, coming back to public static void main. Now we might have understood why main method is public. Main method is public because it's the first method which will be invoked by the Java to execute the function, to execute whatever you have written or whatever the logic. So that is the reason public. It should be visible outside the package also, right? It should be used by everyone, whoever want to access it. If the class is not visible outside the package or the class is not visible to the your compiler or your interpreter who is running it, executing it, then how it will execute it? So that is the reason it is public. It is accessible from outside the package, right? Coming, what is static? Static is a keyword which is which make that class or which make that method uh, to use without having creating or without creating an object of that class or without instantiating an object of class. See, here you see addition. I have written new addition, addition. If I don't write new addition, can I take this addition class and just add it addition dot add, and can I execute this? No, it is showing error, right? It need to be instantiate. We need to create an object of addition class and use that object variable to access method or public method or behavior of that class, right? So if I go to this addition class, what I will do, I'll make public static int and save it, right? Now you will see there will be no error. See, this error is gone. That means you don't need to create an object to access that particular behavior of that class, right? So when this main method of my first class is called, that time we don't have any object created, right? So how it will execute that main method, how it will invoke the main method. So this is the reason why main method is static, because it is called by the interpreter or compiler outside the package, and it that time it has not created any object. So again, there is something called reflection, how it is internally happening, how these things are happening. So if Java reflection talks about that, we will not talk about Java reflection here. For your basic understanding, I told you static is used, is one of the use of static method. If you have a method of if you have defined a method or variable as static, you don't need to create an instance of that particular class or object of that class. You can assess that object or that property or behavior using the class name dot that property or behavior name. The way I have assessed it here, you can see this. I will execute. This will give the output also. See, it is executing, right? Even if I have commented this. You can do the same thing from the command prompt also. So let me show you it from the command prompt, right? So I will delete this my first class.java. Sorry, my first class. I will delete this and I'll go to the command prompt. I'll compile that again. You see, this is my first class, right? The compilation went success. Let's go to the folder. So this folder, see, we have both the dependency class, my first class dot class, addition dot class. We have the dependency classes available. Why dependency came into picture? Because addition dot add method I'm invoking, right? So that's why addition class also got generated. So now let me execute this. See, we got the output, right? This is how your methods. This is how you use the methods. This is how you use static and void because main method will not return anything, any output to the compiler or interpreter. It is just the starting of our execution of Java classes. So that is the reason main method is not having any return. So that is the reason why main method is public, static, void. You all got why main method is public, static, void. So now let's go to to understand about package, to understand about public, protected, private, and default, right? So I'll create one more package here. We can how you create a package, click right click, source, new, go to package, create a package here, right? So I will write here, I will there if they have written my package here, I will just write package. I will remove my in front of it. So you cannot give package because package is a keyword, so we cannot use package as a word in my package. So I have to give something else here. So whatever the keywords are available in Java, with Java, you cannot use them, you know, uh, in other form. There are some restriction for the some of the keywords. So I will create here my com.example dot packages, right? Just yes, I will add and finish. So see, we got created another package. What I will do, I will create a subtraction method, subtraction class here. So I will create a subtraction class here, right? This subtraction class is created now. See, right? It is also a public class. Now we will add some subtraction method. What I will do, I will make it protected. Huh? Let's see, protected int subtraction. Inside that bracket, I'll give int x minus, not minus, it is comma int y. So here what I will do, I will write return, you know, x minus y. So this is done now. This behavior is a protected behavior, right? I have defined is a protected. So let's go create an object of this class in my first class. Let that addition be static. So I'll create an object of this class. Let me save that first. I have not saved this. So let me save this. So why I am saying let that addition class be static. So I will show you example of static and non-static together, right? So here new my package dot subtraction. See, I have given your fully qualified name, right? And this fully qualified name is not showing error here in, right? But it is showing error in the beginning. Here, here what I have to do, here also I have to give the fully qualified name. So the error is gone. You can see this error is gone by fully qualified name, right? This error is gone. So to how to avoid everywhere if you write for this fully qualified name, it will be difficult. Inside the packages folder, I can have many class, right? And many class, all the classes, if I write fully qualified name, it is not that good or not that visible. That visibility is not clear, right? So what we can do, there is something called import. You can import other package, you can import classes from other package using import statement. So we will use import this, and if you put a star, it will inherit all the classes available in that package. So if you don't use star, only use the class name, you see my line number 2. If you use only the class name, it will only import that particular class to this class, right? So import statement is for importing. And here what I will do, I will do dot the method that I have already in that class, right? What is that method? Eh? Subtraction, right? So this subtraction method I'll invoke here. See, I'll pass something, let's say 2 minus 2 I'll do, right? It is not 2 minus 2, 2 comma 2 I will do like this. And what I will do, I will put here this plus, you know, it is not 1 plus 2, it is 2 minus 2. See, still then we have error, right? Still then we have error. Why? Let's go and see what this. The method subtraction intent from the type subtraction is not visible. Why it is not visible? Because it is from the different package and it is defined as protected. That is the reason it is not visible. If I make it public, see what will happen. If I make it public, what is it is visible, right? Now there is no error. If I make it default, if I remove this, see still the error, right? Not visible. I can make it private. Private is not visible outside the class. So how it will go outside the package? You're getting me? It is not visible outside the class. How it will go outside the package? See, same error. This is not visible. So let's go to the here, make it same protected. So now I made it protected and saved this file. And I went to my first class. I told you it will be visible to any inheritance also, right? So let me do something here. Extend. I will tell you what is this extend later, but just for time being, you know this. So see, I extended this class. That means it is now visible. It should be visible to this, right? To inheritance. But it is still then saying not visible. Why? Now let's see this subtraction. Why it is not visible? See, these are the methods from the object class. Okay. Now let's go make it default. No, not right. So make it public. It is visible. See, clearly it is visible. Now I said this method will be visible through inheritance, right? So now I will create here like this. My first class, my first class equal to new my first class, right? Your class name, the first letter should be always small, when you're defining the object variable. Now let me make it again protected, right? And let's go to my first class.java. Here, instead of subtraction, I'll put my first class. See, the error is gone, right? This error is gone. See, you have a subtraction method here in this below. I'm taking the help of Eclipse help. You can take the help of, you put your cursor after the dot and then space, control space. You will get this small editor where it will also all the methods available inside this my first class. All these methods are available inside the my first class. All methods from object class and one method is from the subtraction class. This one up below just hash code. If you can see that, right? So this is visible through inheritance, not through directly, right? That is what protected. Now let's make it default. Is default visible through inheritance? See, no. Default is not at all visible to outer package as well as not through inheritance. Protected is also same, not visible to outside the package, but also through no, but you can get that behavior, protected behavior or attribute through inheritance, the way it is happening now in this particular place. So let's go and keep that as protected and run this program and let you guys see the output. You guys or girls, whoever is watching my video, see this output. So see here, I will run it. It is coming through inheritance, right? My first class subtraction. We will discuss more about inheritance. Don't worry. Now I'll comment this. I will just copy this line. Okay. I'll just copy this line below it. I'll comment out that particular line, my class, subclass, subtraction. Comment out this instance creation line number 10. And now I will put it here subtraction. Now it will show the error because it is protected. Let me make it public. To show you the we are invoking we are invoking the actual subtract class and subtraction class method, not something else. See 2 minus 2, right? So this is how the output. You go to my package, you see I'll release these two classes now, dot class file. From next class onwards, I will not show you this thing, command prompt. If you want to do, see inside package class we have one subtraction, right? Now what I will do, I'll compile my first class. Compile. Let's see. See, you got subtraction dot class. You go to example, my package. You will see addition dot class my first class. So that means I'm only writing my first class dot Java file name. It is compiling my first class dot Java. Along with that, it is compiling all its dependencies as well. Right? So that is how it is. That's how this compiler they work. That's how they work, right? That's how these things work. Oh, let me execute also. That is also another part of the program. After compilation, you should execute and see it. See, hello everyone, this is my first step program. 1 plus 2 equal to 3. That is from the addition. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. That is from the subtraction, whatever you have written there. So that's how it is. So you people might have got some knowledge about public, private, protected, default, right? And import statement, import also, import keyword, Don't worry about the extents keyword that I will explain you later. And you all might have got the idea about static and void. Any method you don't want to write, don't want to return any variable or anything from that method, you just need to write void in case of Java. And in some programming language, you don't write anything, right? So when I'm preparing videos for other programming language, I will just compare with Java there, not here from Java, because Java is my core language. I started my job or my career in 2006 with Java programming language, and still that is in my career, that is still the base or core language, and I think that will go till the end of my career as a base programming language for me, and having projects under me, with some of the projects under me on Java language, and some other project maybe with cloud or some other technology, other programming language like Python, Rust. There are so many other programming language, Golang. There are so many programming language you have, right? So I'll stop this session here, and we will learn more about other languages, other thing in the next session very soon. So I'll stop this session here. I'll stop my sharing. If you have any questions, if you have any question, if you have before stopping my share, I stop the sharing, I'll just show you my LinkedIn profile. If you if you people are interested, so you can visit my LinkedIn profile, you know, and you can know about me. Mm, so this is my LinkedIn profile, right? And this is my LinkedIn profile. You can visit my LinkedIn profile and will come to know what experience I have, uh, what all my qualification, what I did. You'll come to know all details about me. If you read my post, you will come to know some part of my professional, personal life. If you go through this activity, or if you go through future, you will find my resume, you will find my certificates also, my experience, everything you will find wherever I work, wherever I read. So go through my profile, you will get more idea about me. This is my LinkedIn profile, you know, and that's all for the today. So all of what I can say. You all have your day with learning, right? And keep learning every day. As a student, you have to learn every day and grow. Keep learning. In programming, if you're interested to program, do programming. In programming, the main important factor is analytical mind, logical mind, visualization mind. Your mind should be able to do analysis, to visualize, and should be able to find different kind of logic for particular one problem. If you have different type of if you are able to find different type of approach for a particular problem, you'll be able to solve your problem, right? So learn it. Have a nice day. See you on my next session. Thank you, everyone.